Hi everybody. Today we're going to show you the basic operation of the Deko 190 GT machine. So step one would be obviously to turn the machine on. This machine is already on. You open the door and you proceed to load your urine bottles. This specific machine can take 4 urine bottles at a time and it can load 2 bedpans. The bedpans can be different types. These little clips that hold the bedpans in are adjustable. So you can load 2 different bedpans, bigger and smaller ones. You can bend those open to make sure that your bedpan sits snug in it. All you do is close your machine and select the program that you would like to use. We're going to use a very basic flush cycle right now, just to demonstrate. I'm selecting 3. The machine is telling you that it will be without disinfection, so you say yes, because this is just a flush cycle and it's roughly a minute just to flush out what you have just loaded. So now the machine is telling you that your cycle is okay, but no disinfectant, and your cycle has been completed. You can now open the door. So that was a basic flush cycle that you would use just to rinse out whatever you have loaded into the machine, and you're waiting to do a full cycle wash. There's also various other options, configurations for the unit. You can remove bedpans and you can flip this holder down. There is a grid sitting in the back that can be loaded with various accessories. There's accessories to hold bowls or shoes or boots, buckets, and even instrument trays where you would wash maybe little sputum bowls can all be loaded at the same time with urine bottles. And you can wash that together. Unfortunately, you cannot wash bedpans and instruments or buckets at the same time, because you will get a clash of the accessories. So your grid will have to be down when you do your washing with the grid down. So now we're going to show you how to do a full disinfectant cycle. We're going to be loading some bedpans in here. Just remove the baskets, fold the tray back. Going to load bedpan, and we are going to close the door and get ready for a disinfectant cycle. So you're going to choose a disinfectant cycle, either 1 or 2. You need to make sure that you have disinfectant in a container and that your disinfectant is loaded. Should you try to start the machine without having disinfectant, you will get an error. So when you start, the machine will give you a warning and say that there is no disinfectant or your disinfectant is low. There you go. It gives you a warning, chemical tank empty. So now you need to place your chemical sensor into the bottle. Make sure that there is chemicals in. There you go. And now it is reset and it will do a wash cycle with chemicals. You will achieve a full disinfectant with this. You can also have a container with only water in. The Deko 190 does actually disinfect without chemicals. It is, however, recommended to ensure, as viruses grow and mutate, to make sure that you've got chemicals, just to ensure that you get that disinfection cycle completely right. A standard disinfectant cycle will take between 10 and 12 minutes. Should you during the program have somebody that tries to open the door will not open. However, you will get an error message. This means that obviously an interruption has taken place and you either need to reset the machine, so you need to contact your service department to reset it. The alternative is to just turn the machine off, leave it for 10 or 20 seconds, and then turn the machine on, and it will reboot and your error message will be gone. If you accidentally start a cycle or a cycle is running and something happens and you have to emergency stop it, you can just turn the machine off and it will reset again, and it won't do any harm to your machine. You will, however, have to wait until the machine is rebooted completely before you open the door. The door is now unlocked, so now you can continue with the operation that you wanted. Should you accidentally press a program and you would like to stop it, you have some time before the program starts to just press the stop button, and you can stop a program before it starts running. Should you accidentally go into one of the other modes, you can just escape. And if you're not sure, you can always just reset the machine. But for the basic user, you just stick to the user menu and you just select the program. We're now going to select the program again and let it run completely to the end. Disinfection cycle is almost complete. You've got 1 minute to go before you reach your disinfection cycle. It is normal for a little bit of steam to escape through the back. There is a vent there and a little bit of steam will escape out of the back of the machine. It's completely normal. Disinfection has actually been reached now, and shortly a little bit of water would be squirted into the machine just to cool down the steam before it goes out through the waste. It is recommended not to stand in front of the machine when you open it immediately after disinfection, because steam will escape from the front of the machine. So it is recommended rather to stand at the side of the machine. If you do open it immediately after disinfection has reached, the cycle will complete and it will tell you to open the door. Water is going into the machine now. And there's your siren to say that your cycle is complete. Disinfection has been achieved. Cycle complete, and it's green. So it is now safe to open the door. As I just explained, it's always better to stand on the side of the machine. Don't stand in front of the machine and open the door, as steam will come out. So it is best to stand on the side of the machine and let the steam escape. However, it is recommended to wait 2 or 3 minutes, let the steam just dissipate a little bit before you actually open the door. You can touch the instruments, they are very hot. It is recommended to wait or to wear gloves, obviously for safety's sake and for heat. But if you do want, you can remove some of the instruments quite quickly. It will be very hot to the touch, so it is better to wait. But if you have to and it is an emergency and you need to get the next cycle in, you can remove the bedpan and the urine bottles quite quickly. It will be hot to the touch, so you can pull it out. It shouldn't burn you, but it is hot to the touch. Remember, the inside of the machine will be very hot as well, so don't touch it. It is hot immediately after use, but you are now ready to load your next set of instruments. and you are ready to go for another cycle. Thank you for watching.